Hi, welcome to
Unconventional Tea Time!
Oh. Welcome back to another episode of Unconventional Tea Time.
We did it again. We didn't make a intro video.
How are we so bad at this?
Because, okay, 2 chances, second chance. It's okay. We'll get better. We won't do this again.
We'll cheers to that.
We'll cheers to
We promise we won't do this again.
We won't forget to make an intro video and a closing one.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, so Kevin, what's today's snack we have here? You're gonna have to explain this to me.
So our friends got this back from Spain. They're chocolate covered almonds.
Here it says it's cantini.
I don't know Spanish.
Oh, okay. Cantini's collection. We have here original, dark coffee and yogurt and green lemon. Green lemon. Isn't that just like lime?
I think so. Isn't that just lime? Is there
There's
such a thing as green lemon?
Lemon that's green. That's just a lime, okay?
I bet someone, like a viewer, is gonna come back and tell you.
But it's very colorful, as you can see here.
Is.
So we're gonna have some nuts for today's
Let's
episode.
see what flavors are left. I don't think you'll like the coffee one.
No, probably. I don't want the green lemon too. Let's see.
We only have coffee, original, and
Yogurt? Do you have yogurt? I would like yogurt, I think.
no.
Original's fine. What's original?
Dark
Just like
chocolate
a original milk chocolate?
Yeah, let's try original.
Original recipe.
Have you tried these yet?
I tried the yogurt one and the green lemon.
How was it?
Sour.
Well, obviously. But was it good? What flavor do you like so far?
Yogurt. Yogurt was good.
Yeah.
Alright, grab one.
Wait, what were we having? Original?
These are, yeah.
Oh my
original.
god, they're huge. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. It looks like I'm eating a rock.
A pebble.
Literally looks like a pebble. I could easily just put this at like a river and like...
People can't tell the difference.
No,
right?
I wouldn't be able. But there's no almond that is shaped like this, but okay. I'm gonna take a half bite.
You can fit it all into your mouth.
Okay, but it's just like, I wanna... Actually, it's good.
Oh, pretty good.
It doesn't look very appetizing, but it's actually really good. No, it's really good.
It is, eh?
I ain't kidding, man.
Bruh.
Go try this Cantini's
I
collection.
don't even know where you can get this from, but these are good.
Alright, so Kevin, how was your week today? How are you doing?
I'm good. I don't know, like the previous weeks when I met you, I always had something going on with my throat.
Oh yeah.
But today I'm good.
It's not my fault. It ain't my fault. What?
I do want to say a part of it is your fault.
For what? I didn't do anything.
Just your mere presence.
I never
bad
told you
vibes.
to like come close to me.
No, I think because I'm sleeping more and I'm like drinking more water.
You do have to stay hydrated. That has a huge thing with also maybe your throat's dry. That's why you get that sore throat.
Well, not just me, you too. We're really bad at like actually keeping hydrated.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm one of those people that need to have a water bottle beside me or else I'll never drink water. Like I'll never reach for it.
It's like we found out this year. I think we found out this year or recently that we forget to drink water.
Yeah.
Like we don't have a natural or normal conscience to be like,
I don't reach for it. I should drink forget
water.
about it.
Or I think, oh shoot, like I didn't drink much water today.
Yeah,
It's like and it's already evening.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then like I have to go and get this really expensive $80 bottle.
Nobody told you to buy
to
that?
make me feel like, okay, I need to drink water or else I'm wasting the money.
Because you invested.
I invested.
Oh. Okay, so that's the...
And I'm following through. I'm trying to drink at least like a liter a day.
That didn't sound convincing. A liter a day.
At least.
I think, do you even know what is the normal recommended amount
Don't they say
of
like
water?
8 glasses or something?
Of this, like 8 glasses. all of this.
I guess so.
I could do half, like 5.
Like
5.
8 sounds like a lot to me.
I definitely would have to force myself to drink the 8. I guess we're not normal.
No.
Because a lot of people just like naturally, they're like, how can you not go through like 8 glasses a day?
Yeah. Because I'll have more coffee than water.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Well, I just forget about it. I just don't think about it.
Well, how's your week?
My day and week? I actually went bowling. So I went bowling with my nephew and my sister. It was a Saturday night, so it was like packed at the bowling alley. We really, really, really wanted to go, but then usually, so there's 2 types of bowling you can do. You can do 5-pin and you can do 10-pin.
Oh, right. I've always done the 10.
Which the ball's like way bigger. It has those 3 holes to put your like.
Yep.
So we wanted to do 10-pin, but it was like an hour wait. So we're like, ugh. And we had my nephew with us. He was like 3 years old. We didn't want to like wait another hour, we wanted to just go play.
Right.
He was really excited, and me and my sister wanted to play. So we're like, why not just go with the 5-pin? It was like a 10-20 minute wait. So we're like, let's just try it out. And we did terribly.
Because in theory, so like 5 pins should be easier, isn't it?
No, I don't know, with less pins.
Yeah. But
actually, it's so much harder.
Are they more spread out?
Yeah, they're more spread out. And the ball is so tiny compared to the actual 10-pin ball. It's like a shot put. Shot
really?
put.
Okay.
So it's very awkward. Like, and when you toss it out, there's nothing to grip onto when you like throw it out.
Did you accidentally throw it into the air?
No, but it was like very awkward. It was like, and then the thing is, because there's 5 pins, the bowling alley is like still the same like width and stuff, but it's like because the pins are smaller and they're spread out, so there's like a huge gap, and then the ball is way smaller. So like literally, the ball can go right in between the.
Oh, I see pins. What you mean.
So
without even hitting it.
Without hitting it, and it every time, like I don't know, I can't hit anything. It's so bad.
So are these 5 pins for like kids to play?
Well, there's no age limit, but I know that everyone around us, like the people who are playing, usually it's the 5-pin that like are stacked together. So the other lanes were playing 5-pin as well. And literally, you could tell, like, we were so bad. We were so bad. Like, I kept, like, I was very puzzled because I would watch people do it. Like, they would throw out the ball and then get a strike, hit more than 1 or 2. I can't even hit 1. And they made it look so easy, and I just looked like an idiot. So, eventually, I went to the counter, and I told them to, like, cheat. Not cheat, but, like, you can ask for those, like, borders.
Oh, the guard.
The guard, so that we can actually just not hit the gutter. We had to.
I'm very disappointed in you.
I tried. We're not hitting anything, and out of the 3 of us,
those guards were like kids. Okay, well, your nephew
we
was
do
there,
have
fine.
a kid, so. But like, anyways, we had hope after that. Before we were not hitting anything, and you know how like once you bowl, there's like a big screen on. Like at the top, right? Yeah. So you can see it's like 0, 0, 0, nothing. And I was like, okay, we're not hitting anything.
So at least you guys sucked across the board. It's not just one person.
But out of the 3 of us, my nephew did the best.
Good for him.
Yeah. Like my goal was like, before we leave today, I gotta get that strike. I did eventually.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I did once, but I was like, oh wow, I don't know what I did. I don't know if I can do that again. I didn't do it.
But
again.
this is after the guard was up.
Yes. It would not happen without the guard. No. But what matters is not about the score. It was like a good family bonding time, and everyone had fun. This was my first time. Not my first time. My nephew's first time bowling.
Oh, okay.
So
that's
it was
fun.
like really exciting. I don't think I would ever go play 5-pin again. Stick to my 10-pin because I can't make a good impression.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do next time. We're gonna go and try.
No, I think you need to try it. Have you tried 5-pin?
I've never, no.
No? Okay, I need to see you try. It is so hard. People make it look so easy.
It sounds easy.
No, it's not. It's horrible. I'd rather hit. No, I'm not too bad, right? You see me play the 10.
Bad. That's why I was very disappointed that you didn't get any strikes without the guard on. Or the fact that you even needed to get a guard on.
I will see you. I need to watch you do it first, and you will see how challenging it is. So next time we're gonna try a 5-pin. It's so awkward to like throw it out. It's like a really awkward throw because there's nothing to grip onto.
Yeah, so I kid you not, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna throw it across the room. It's like
You're gonna hurt someone.
I'm probably gonna hit someone.
Okay, I'm not going with you. Never mind. I think you're like, what the hell is this? Who would make this sport? Yeah, very different. But overall, that was my weekend.
So, are you ready for our first crime story?
Yes, I'm ready to hear all the weird stuff you got planned for us.
I love that acting because you already know what I just shared.
Yeah, no, because we had to throw this intro in, right? So, and we're gonna put it in now.
Let it roll. Whatever
Let it
you
roll.
say.
Okay.
All right, so I picked this case because it's about an Asian immigrant in Canada. So this is the story of Jennifer Pan. Have you ever heard of this name?
No, I've heard of a lot of Jennifers, but not Jennifer Pan.
All right, so I'm just gonna go right into it.
Okay.
So on the night of November 8th, 2010, 9/11 received a call from a girl, Jennifer, crying out, "Help me, please, I need help. I don't know where my parents are, please hurry." Then you can hear a man moaning in the background, like in excruciating pain.
Oh my god.
Also, how do you think you would do as a 911 responder, like a dispatcher?
Very, very bad. As you know, I'm really clumsy already. So I think I'd be very startled. I'd be like, oh my god. Like, I'd overreact
I
way
think
more.
I would probably make the situation worse.
Yeah, I would make it worse. You know, usually you're supposed to keep people
Keep them
like,
calm and like not
collected.
panic.
I'm gonna do the opposite.
Yeah,
I'm gonna freak out more than them. Be like,
Yeah.
you're not okay. Oh my god, you okay? You're not okay. I'll send someone over. Oh my god, I'm not okay either.
I'll probably be like, I'm not emotionally stable enough to help you, so I'm just gonna hang up right now.
Okay, that's
Try
just
calling
me.
another dispatcher. So the man who was moaning in the background that you can hear during the call turned out to be Jennifer's dad. So his name is Han. He woke up covered in blood next to his wife. His wife is Bic, and she already died.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Han stumbled outside the house trying to get help, and then he bumped into his neighbor who was just heading to work, and the neighbor immediately called 911, and Han was eventually rushed to the hospital. Can you imagine just being that neighbor? Just like,
I was gonna say.
yeah, I'm heading out to my night shift, and you see this guy stumbling out, covered in blood. Like, what do you even do?
Run. No, but I would be like, oh my god, like, because you don't see that every day. You don't see someone covered in blood and then
I hope not.
no, I would freak out and be like, oh my god, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'd be really concerned for them, but also really concerned for myself. Like,
Yeah, like, am I gonna be next?
Yeah,
Like,
and
that's...
I don't even know, like, did they hurt themselves?
Right.
Whose blood is that? Did
And
they-
is the killer around? Like, is he near?
I don't know why. This is kind of me. I might think like they had something, like
Like, they're
did something.
involved?
Yeah, and I'd be like, oh my god, I don't know if I want them close to me. But I'd be scared, but then part of me is like, no, I want to help them, but I'm...
So, like, it's really hard to say unless you're in that moment.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I feel like I would just, like, run away and drive away. Like, I need to get to work.
I think I wouldn't want to go to work anymore. That would just set the tone off. And like, okay, I'm not mentally ready or like stable to go into work right now. And I wouldn't be able to get that scene, you know, out of my head.
Yeah, true.
And just keep replaying. So I think I'm just gonna head back in and lock all
Like,
my
go
doors.
back into your house?
Yes.
All right, so Han and Bic were both originally from Vietnam, and they came to Canada as refugees back in 1979.
Okay.
They met and married in Toronto and settled in Scarborough. They had 2 kids, Jennifer in 1986 and Felix 3 years later in 1989. So, no, close to our age.
Yeah.
Han and Bic both had jobs at an automotive manufacturer company, and they lived frugally. And by 2004, they finally saved enough money to buy a large home in Markham, which is like another city outside of Toronto.
Okay.
And Han drove a Benz and Bic drove a Lexus, and they saved $200,000 in the bank. So they did very well for themselves.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Do they sound like a typical Asian family?
Yeah, well, you said they were really frugal.
Yeah.
So every Asian.
That one point just gave it away.
Yeah, just give it away. We gotta get the greatest deals. We gotta save money.
Yeah, so Han and Bic had high expectations, of course, for Jennifer and Felix to work as hard as they did when they moved to Canada. They enrolled Jennifer in piano when she was just 4 and figure skating in elementary school. And she won many trophies, actually, and she even hoped to compete in the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics.
Oh, wow.
So, having all these things, her schedule was packed. She would come home from skating practice at 10 p.m. and still had to do her homework. Mm-hmm. And then she would sleep and go to school and do the same thing, like, every day.
It does make me curious, like, where, like, she has all these big dreams and she goes through all these things. I wonder if most of them were, like, herself or what her parents, what they
was it her dream or is it what her parents envisioned her to be?
Yeah, like the Olympics, that's a huge goal.
Yeah,
like you have to be so passionate to like and have the willpower to like make it that far.
And I feel like part of it also is it's kind of brainwashed into because you're like told Asians, so young, like you need to do this and you need to achieve this, and then you want to make them proud.
It is the norm for like Asian parents. Like you're raised and you're like from a young age, you're set out to be like reach all these like amazing things.
Like the bar is just set so high that you have to reach them.
It's a very norm among the Asian families.
Yeah, unfortunately. So her schedule was packed, and so she felt a lot of pressure because of all this extracurricular activities and school. So she began cutting herself. So she was hurting herself. She was hurting on the inside, but she never showed it on the outside. She never showed anyone that she was suffering. Yeah, and we were talking about this. Like, we went to high school with a lot of people who did these extracurricular activities, right?
That's so sad.
So were you ever envious of them, or were you like, you felt bad?
No, definitely not envious. Like, more like, I did feel bad for them, but I felt like, because this is the norm. And like every parent's, like their intentions are set out to be good. They just want you to succeed. They want it's like a passing down the tradition, right?
Yeah.
It's like they were probably raised a certain way by their parents, and then they just want you to succeed in life.
Yeah, so Jennifer was a social butterfly, and she could mix with a variety of crowds. So I'm going to pull up a picture of Jennifer.
That's actually really hard. Like, you have so much going on in your life, juggling, and you're still like a social butterfly.
She's still very sociable. She's very like, she loves connecting with people.
That's great.
So this is what Jennifer looks like.
Okay.
I believe this is when she was in like the first year of high school.
Okay. Very typical Asian studies from... Yeah, you can tell like her parents were definitely setting her
you can
up
tell.
for that.
So if you saw this girl in our high school, would you be friends with her?
I mean, she sounds to be like a social butterfly. She sounds to be outgoing.
Yeah, I feel like if she talked to me, I would like, why not?
Yeah, I would still talk to her.
So it's evident to say that Jennifer's parents were, your classic tiger parents that expected a lot from Jennifer, and they wanted her to have straight A's, go to university, and find a reputable profession. Like, very typical, right?
Yeah, very typical.
So Han and Bic would monitor her whereabouts and forbade her from attending school dances and parties. And obviously forbade her from having a boyfriend until she graduates university.
Again, very the Asian norm.
Yeah. So she was very controlled, and by the time she was 22, she had never gone clubbing, never gotten drunk, or even went on trips with her friends.
I do want to comment. I feel like what I'm hearing is like the very generalized like Asian parent and Asian kid, right? Going through that. I feel like there's just so much weighing her down on her shoulders that there's just one day she's gonna just explode.
Right. Yep. So throughout high school, Jennifer found herself slipping away from getting straight A's. So she was averaging about 70%, which is not bad. It's not bad. But what she would do is she would cut and paste her old report cards where she got straight A's, and she would use a photocopier and create new and fake report cards to show her parents.
It's very sad, but then it's at first I heard it, I was like, well, that's really smart, you can get away with it.
I thought that too. It was like, would I,
But then it sounded so sad that she had to go through just like she couldn't be honest with them. And then she was afraid. There was some sort of fear of like, I think, disappointing them, and what if they wouldn't accept me just the way I was. And like, you know, in the Asian community, I would think 70%, like, it's not really tolerable.
It's not. I think anything lower than 85 is just like...
Yeah, that's not A. That's like, what, a C? C+? Is it? I haven't looked into it.
I forget.
But that is a fail. That would be no cookies, no TV, no whatever. You're not going out on the weekend, something like that. She just had to do what she felt she needed to do to save herself.
That's why, like, I'm not condoning faking your own report cards, but if I were her, I think I would have done the same.
You would have, right?
I think so.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
I would. I don't think I have the brains for it. I just
cut and paste,
or just change the font, or
just like write it in,
or reprint it out or something. But yeah, it's so sad.
Now we're gonna fast forward a bit.
Okay.
We're gonna go to grade 11, where Jennifer met somebody.
Oh. Okay.
So she met this goofy boy with a big smile and a big laugh. His name was Daniel Wong. So I'm going to show you a picture of him.
Now she met him at school?
At school, yeah.
Okay.
So
Are they both the same age?
He is 1 year older.
Okay, grade 11, so he would be grade 12.
So this is Daniel Wong.
Daniel Wong, okay.
Another very typical...
They actually suit each other very well.
Because they both have glasses.
I guess. Just...
But the face, I can see.
Yeah.
I can see it.
They almost look related.
Like siblings.
Yeah.
All right. So they started off as friends until a band trip to Europe in 2003. Their friendship turned into something more. So Jennifer suffered from asthma.
Oh, okay.
So she had an asthma attack after a performance because there were a lot of people smoking outside. So she started having a panic attack and asthma and like almost blacked out.
Oh my gosh.
So this is where Daniel stepped in and calmed her down and got her to breathe like normally again.
So they were probably friends at this point.
They were friends.
Okay.
But I think this was like the trigger point.
The turning point. Yeah, definitely.
So she got her breathing back under control again after him like trying to coach her how to breathe. And since he saved her life, they began dating that summer. So I was gonna ask you, if you went through some like traumatic incident and some guy helped you, like saved your life, would that spark a romance?
It would. Like, I think it would spark it for like a lot of girls.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think it's very common. Like, not common, but I mean, it's so hard to not fall for someone. I feel like if they saved your life, and in that moment, I think you remember all these little things that people do for you, and that would be just like, it sets them apart from everyone else.
So Jennifer faked her report cards all the way until her final year at high school. Ooh. And that is when her little scam caught up to her, because she failed calculus in grade 12. Also, by the way, same. Like, I don't think I could do calculus. Do you think you can do calculus?
No, I was terrible at math.
I think after math 10, everything just went downhill for me.
I was a disgrace as an Asian for math. Not every
And we went to tutor.
Yeah, we went to the same tutor. Mm-hmm. Okay, grade 10 was fine.
Grade 10 was good.
Yeah, easy.
But then after that...
and the graphs and the bars and the charts, I was like, oh, I'm not having this. Like, when would I use this realistically in my life ever? So I just stopped trying. I tried, but it wasn't working. I didn't get it.
And you're like, I'm good. I'm good without.
I don't blame you, Jennifer. I would have not passed calculus, and I wouldn't have cared either.
Well, anyway, so she failed calculus, so she wasn't actually able to graduate high school because of that credit loss. Which meant she didn't get accepted into any university.
And she would be probably held back a year.
Maybe. Yeah, she had to finish it, right, to graduate. So what do you think
damn calculus
Jennifer's plan is next? So she failed that. She can't graduate. She can't get accepted into a university.
Would she be able to fake, like, her grades? Like, just like a, you know how there's like a report card and all that?
Like a transcript?
Yeah, a transcript. You could probably fake
I mean, she already faked her report card,
yeah,
right?
Like, I'm pretty sure, and I mean, I'm sure, like, what's his name?
Daniel.
Daniel is like probably, they could put two minds together and figure something out.
Yeah.
He'll save her life again. I believe that.
That's a good one. All right, so Jennifer decides to do what she does best.
Transcript.
By lying some more. So she told her parents that she will be starting Ryerson University, and she'll go there for 2 years, and then she'll transfer into University of Toronto pharmacology program, which is what her dad wanted her to be, a pharmacist.
So, but in this time, isn't she living at home with her parents? How could you... Oh, your whole life is a lie.
Yeah, right? Like, it's just like one after another. She has to keep going.
To keep up with it. It's so...
So,
mess up, yeah.
To keep up these lies, she would collect used biology and physics textbooks and school supplies. And then she even convinced her dad that she'd won a $3,000 scholarship.
Wow, she's very committed.
Like, she didn't do the bare minimum. She like went overboard and like lied even more.
A compulsive liar.
So she would pretend to go to school when instead she would actually go to a library, and she would write fake notes. So she would like pull out books, like pretend that she went to class. She would like pull out textbooks and she would like copy down notes, so it looked like she went to class.
So like because when she comes home, then
she'll this is what I learned today.
Wow.
So she actually needs to go to the library and actually write these notes down.
Commitment. I mean, you're learning. You are learning along the way.
And so so she would go to libraries, but other times she would go visit Daniel at York University where he was attending class.
Okay, so he actually got in.
He got in. And so she would visit him on other times when she's not at the library. So besides that, she even picked up part-time jobs because she needs money, right? She picked up part-time jobs at Eastside Mario's. She taught piano lessons.
Oh, wow.
And then she even went on to working at Boston Pizza with Daniel.
I mean, it's not so bad, At least she's
and
working.
like for someone who's faking this whole university life, like she's actually being busy and productive. You know what I mean? Like if it was me, I would just take the time, like chill. Like I'm not gonna go find a job and like go to a library and like fake notes and like.
Okay, the fake notes part I probably wouldn't do, but it's like you won a $3,000 scholarship, so where's that money going? You gotta make that money.
Gotta show
fast. Yeah, you gotta show it. But like, good for her. I mean, I guess it's not. She's being productive in her own way, not what her parents set her out to do. But
yeah, it's like at least she's she's working.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, 2 years of attending Ryerson University, she told Bick that she'd been accepted into University of Toronto in pharmacology. So that was like following her plan.
Mm-hmm.
She even convinced Han and Bick to let her move in with her friend Topaz, because she didn't want to travel so far to school. Mm-hmm. Makes sense, right?
Let me guess. Did she start moving in and living with Daniel?
Yeah.
Probably, right? I mean, they've been dating for how long? By that time, it's very normal.
Yeah. And
so I'm guessing they never knew about this Daniel guy, probably, right? They wouldn't have allowed
because if they knew, she wouldn't be allowed out of the house, probably.
I mean, she's so good at hiding it. Hiding one mystery man guy is probably the easiest part.
Out of all of her web of lies.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so she obviously was staying with Daniel and his family.
His family too.
Yeah, his family. Well, because he wasn't moved out, right? So he's staying with his family.
Right.
And then to further the lies, she would tell Daniel's family that her parents were okay with this arrangement.
But Daniel knew everything. Okay.
Well, her web of lies finally came tumbling down when she lied to her parents about her even volunteering at a hospital.
Okay.
So she said that she was doing blood testing at a lab for hospital for sick children. But Han noticed something a little off because she didn't have a uniform. She didn't have those key cards to go into the hospital.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So one day, Bick and Han dropped her off at the hospital, and then he told Han to follow her into the hospital to see what's going on. So obviously, Bick followed Jennifer, and she saw what happened. So she discovered that everything was fake. She didn't volunteer there. And then Han even called the friend Topaz that she supposedly was staying with And Topaz said, no, she's not here.
Like, she's not even going to the school.
She's not even staying with her. So everything everything just fell apart.
Oh my God. Can you imagine, like, if you were the parents?
Yeah, can you imagine?
Parents always go ahead and they have coffees and sit down with
their friends, and they're like boasting, like, oh, my daughter.
My daughter goes to this. She's working at a hospital.
Yeah, she's doing what she planned out to do.
And then everything comes crashing down, and it's like, when did this start? When did she start lying?
Yeah.
Where
I would wonder, like, where is the reality?
Where is she right now? What is she doing? It's extreme shock. But.
So when Jennifer got home, Han obviously confronted her, and she had to come clean. So Han and Big.
Oh my gosh.
But you know what? Han and Big only grounded her for 2 weeks.
Hey,
which is like
pretty good.
I was surprised.
That's 2-3 years of her life being a lie.
Yeah. So she got grounded for 2 weeks. She was forbidden from seeing Daniel.
Oh, so they obviously they know about
found
Daniel.
out.
Okay.
And then she had to quit all her jobs except the piano job, the teaching piano job.
Because they think that's the only one that's
like, I guess,
up to their
suits
standards.
her. I don't know. I guess so. And then she had to go back to school to complete her calculus credit in order to graduate.
Oh, high school, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That must be rough.
Yeah. So by the time Jennifer was 24, so this is like 2 years after, obviously. So Daniel actually felt a little weary of the relationship now. So because
he's probably almost graduating.
Yeah.
Right.
And the fact that like Jennifer's still gonna be bounded by the parents, they had to hide the relationship.
Oh, so they still secretly, obviously.
They kept seeing each other.
Okay.
So he was growing like weary of the relationship, didn't want to keep this going. Like, he didn't want to be a secret. He wanted to be open.
Oh, so he wanted to.
Yeah, he wanted to date and like officially date.
Yeah.
And not keep it a secret. And so because of that, Daniel broke it off, and then Daniel started seeing someone else.
Hey, not what I expected.
Right.
At all.
So when Jennifer learned about him dating someone else, she made up lies. So lies like she had a bunch of men barge into her house and she got gang raped. And the other lie was she received a bullet in the mail who was from the girlfriend, like the girl that Daniel is seeing, just to get his attention, his sympathy.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So
whoa.
she's obsessed. She can't take it that he's seeing other people.
Oh my god, I would not want to be the other girl.
It's like, yeah, she's at this point she's just losing it, basically.
She's lost it a long time ago, honestly. With everything, all the lies.
Yeah.
You gotta be a little, like, not normal, crazy.
In order to come up with all of these and follow through.
For 2 years.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't end there. So, in the spring of 2010, Jennifer got in touch with one of her previous high school friends. His name was Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a bad influence. He would talk about robbing people at knife point. And Jennifer would share stories like, oh, how she like really hated her dad, and like her parents are just tiger parents and she's having it hard. And Andrew shared that, oh, he thought of even killing his dad, his parents. So this got Jennifer thinking. So this idea has now been drilled into her head, and now guess who comes back into her life? Daniel. None other than Daniel, and together they came up with a plan.
What?
So they wanted to hire a guy named Lenford Crawford for $10,000, and he was gonna get rid of Hannah Bick for her. So, and remember when I said Hannah Bick, they did very well for themselves, so they had money.
Yeah, so she could use their money.
Right. So once Hannah Bick are, passed, Jennifer can collect the parents' estate, which is about $500,000. And they had this dream. They'll move in together and they'll live happily ever after.
Oh my god, so
Okay, so what do you think about this plan?
Okay, you think that at first Andrew is the crazy one? I really didn't sense anything was wrong with Daniel. It just, maybe they were just so in love, but nah, that is like, they're still in love, but that's not normal.
It's not normal.
Like how he supported that. Like, I'm sorry, if someone came to you and you really love this person, like, okay, just for you, so we can be together forever, I'm gonna go kill my parents.
No. Like,
will you, like...
I wouldn't be able to stomach that. Like, I think even if I love this person so much, and if that's the only way I can be with the person, I don't think I can go through with it.
Like, definitely, that is not the only way. It isn't the only way. And to even think about it, bring it up, you would just... Oh, no.
You're crazy.
Yeah,
like, it would make me feel like, oh...
Yeah,
it would make me back away.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, okay, no.
Yeah. Maybe I don't want to be with you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're crazy. Like, I think it wasn't just for her. It wasn't just for love. It was for herself.
Oh, okay. Good point.
I feel like this is just her standing her ground and be like, enough is enough.
Good
Remember
point.
how I was saying how like, it's going to blow out of proportion? I think it's just... And she's what? She's... probably around 24, 25 at this. So 25 years of just having to deal with those parents. I'm not saying they deserve this or... No.
But she just had enough. I think she just wanted to live her own life. She wanted to be with Daniel. She didn't want to be bounded by her parents.
Yeah. And then she had some sort of special connection with Daniel. And the only way she could be with him would be...
So hold on to the thought that... Because when you said she wanted to do this for herself, just... Because I'm going to touch on that later.
It was like either her, it was parents, or Daniel. Then she's going to choose Daniel.
Right. Well, Claudia, guess what? There's another turn of events.
Okay.
So days leading up to the murder, Daniel told Jennifer something. He said that he still has really strong feelings for this other girl that he was seeing.
So the
one before. The one that she says sent a bullet to her.
Oh.
So he still has a lot of feelings for this other girl. So after hearing this, Jennifer's like, well, then I don't want to go through with the plan, because what's the point? If you're just gonna...
Good for her, you know, like, it is definitely never worth it to kill your parents for another guy.
So she wanted to call it off, but Daniel told her... So he lined it up, right? He got in touch with this hit guy to kill Han and Bick. He said, I thought you wanted this for yourself. And then Jennifer thought about it. And then she replied, yes, I wanted it for me.
Okay, so truly it's Daniel who's the most screwed up one.
He's enabling this.
He's encouraging it.
Yeah.
Not just enabling. He's like, I thought you were gonna stand up for yourself. Where did that confidence go?
Like, don't back down now.
Like,
go through
why?
it.
Like, why?
Yeah.
They did all this to you, and you're just gonna stand down. You're just gonna be a coward and back out now.
Well, so after Jennifer responded with I want this for me, the plan was back on. All right, so on November 8th.
Such a sick man.
On November 8th, 2010, Jennifer was just at home watching Gossip Girl. Han was getting ready for bed, and Bick was out line dancing with a friend. And Felix, the brother, he was still studying at McMaster University, so he wasn't home. And once Bick came home from line dancing, Jennifer went downstairs and said goodnight to Bick. Okay, so I just need to stop, because can you imagine just like your mom comes home and you're going downstairs to say goodnight, but you know she's gonna get killed.
Like, you know, that's like the last time.
Like, how messed up is that?
I feel like the way, if she had to go down and say goodnight, it was not like a friendly, I think it was more like a hateful goodbye.
Oh,
like kind of
okay.
like a malicious one.
Like, bye.
We'll be like, bye.
Like, finally, bye.
And you're gonna get what you, what's the saying? You're gonna get what's coming to you, kind of.
That's
like
harsh.
Karma, like, it's gonna come.
For putting me through all of this pain.
I feel like there was just no more love anymore for her family.
Yeah,
Her
for sure.
parents, it's just a straight on hate.
She just wants to be free.
I think
them.
she's like, this is what you made me. You made me into this monster. You made me do this to you. You asked me to. You did all this.
Oof.
I think that was the anger, and you destroyed my life. You ruined my life. You are the reason why I can't be with Daniel.
Yeah, that's just messed up.
Like,
Messed
all
up.
of it.
All right, so moments later, Lenford. Do we remember who Lenford is?
No.
So Lenford is
It's
the guy that
the hired,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
The guy that they hired to kill them. So Lenford brought 2 other guys. So there's 3 of them. So the 3 of them, they're all carrying guns. They just like burst through the front door
Oh my gosh.
and they pointed the gun at Vic. And then one of the guys went upstairs to get Han. So the dad, Han, he was sleeping. So one of the guys went upstairs and woke Han up at gunpoint and directed him to go downstairs to join Vic. So these guys, they took money from their bedroom. They asked Han and Vic for more money. And when Vic and Han didn't give them the money, they brought them downstairs to the basement.
Oh my god.
Okay, so they brought them down to the basement.
So they didn't want to give them money. Give them. Oh, okay. Well, I'd be like, just take all the money. I want to live. Let me go back to sleep.
Just
With my wife.
take the money and leave, right?
Yeah. Oh.
So they brought them down to the basement. They covered their heads with blankets. And they shot Han twice. Once in the shoulder and once in his face.
Oh my god.
In his face.
Oh my god. And how about Big?
Yep, so they shot Vic 3 times. And all 3 times was in her head.
Gosh.
So she died
I'm sorry.
instantly.
And this took like 3 guys to pull this off. Ugh.
Yeah, so Big died instantly. And while all of this is happening, there's another one of the 3 guys. He was upstairs with Jennifer, trying to tie her up to the banister. So after they tied her up to the banister, the guys just left.
Like they know that she hired them already, right? They
So
know the
basically,
deal.
they tied her up to make it look
Like it was a break-in and a murder.
yeah, like can you imagine like you're upstairs, but
And
you
would've
know
heard
what's gonna
those
happen.
gunshots.
Yeah.
They're so loud.
Yeah.
And it's just like, was there any sense of regret in those like few moments?
Now we come to so already
She's tied up, right?
she's tied up, and she somehow gets to her phone and she calls 911. So this is where at the beginning when I read out the 911 call. So that's what happened.
I'm just so angry. I'm so angry. Like, not her, actually. I feel like she's more of a victim. When I see this, I feel like
Jennifer?
Yes.
Okay.
I say, like, she's the victim of this. Like, I think she's obviously really screwed up. And, like, I think, here's my overall thought process. I think she was a victim of all this. Like, you found someone who is like very vulnerable in this kind of situation, who is weak and going through a hard time. And I feel like Daniel saw that. Like the moment where she was like about to die or whatever, he came into her life
Right.
looking like, oh, I'm your savior, I'm your God or whatever. And like she's doing all the work. She's making all the sacrifices.
Yeah.
What the hell is Daniel doing? He's not doing anything. She's losing her family. She's giving everything up. She gave up her studies. She gave up
Yes.
her whole life. She gave up more than what she gave to her parents.
That's true.
Do you
That's
get
true.
it? And she's throwing everything away, like her parents. I'm mad because what is he doing? He's doing nothing, and she's ruining her life just for what? Who the hell does he think he is? Sorry.
But he probably is thinking like he's helping her. So
No, you're just
That's
so
what he thinks.
selfish.
So when Jennifer was brought into the police station for questioning, she claimed that this was actually a suicide attempt gone wrong.
So like when the police found her, right?
Yeah.
After, okay.
And so she said she was trying.
Suicide?
Yeah, she was trying to suicide, but it just gone wrong, and her parents got killed instead.
It was such a terrible
So
lie.
just so absurd. So when the detective told her he knew she was lying and she should just confess, and then Jennifer hunched over and cried. And guess what she said? She said, "But what's going to happen to me?" So like she has no remorse. She doesn't even care. She's worrying about what's gonna happen to her.
So she didn't confess anything yet. She was just concerned with what's.
Well, she's like, well, the detective already knows. So remember Han.
Han is the father.
The father who stumbled outside, covered in blood.
Oh, yes.
The neighbor called 911. He was eventually rushed to the hospital. So days after, Han remarkably woke up. So he woke up from his injuries, and he remembered everything. And this is what he said. He recalled seeing Jennifer chatting to the intruders like they're friends. So he observed that.
Oh my gosh.
The fact that he remembers it's so heartbreaking. It's like, yeah, you're alive and your wife's dead, and now you know this truth.
You think and ask yourself, when did I mess up?
Yeah, or like, why?
What did I do wrong as a parent?
What do we do? So Jennifer, Daniel, Lenford, and one of the other intruders, they all got life sentences. And the last intruder got 18 years sentence because he pled guilty. Now, there's a last thing. So the judge also filed an order that banned Jennifer from ever contacting any of the surviving family. So she's not able to contact Han, the dad, or Felix, or any of the other family. And this was upon Han and Felix's request.
Oh my God, Felix. Can you imagine, like, he's kind of involved, but he's not involved, just, like, to learn of these events, just...
One, to learn that your mom passed, your mom got killed, and your dad's injured.
Sister was
and
the one who caused it.
That's insane. So I don't blame them that they want this request to, like,
well, definitely
cut her off.
Definitely Han.
Yeah.
Like,
so that is the story of Jennifer Pan. What do you think?
I'm a lot of mixed emotions. Earlier I was really mad at Daniel. Now it's just... it's such a sad... your family. You shouldn't hurt each other. And it's sad that Jennifer wasn't able to see the good side or the purpose or understand why her parents, kind of find a balance in between. Like, I wish... like, things could have played out so differently in so many ways. I'm sure Han has thought about these things, like, and like, maybe talking to Felix about, like, I hope, like, his relationship with Felix, whatever this whole traumatizing experience has brought them closer, that they, even though they lost big in all this, and they did lose Jennifer a long time ago, right, sadly, that hopefully the two of them that are left, they still are close, and they
it is hard to think. Like, they're the only survivors, quote unquote.
Because I think it's something he wouldn't want to mess up again, or
some
sort
sure.
of regret, or make sure, hey, son, you're okay. Are you okay? Like, because I can't handle another near-death experience.
Yeah, please don't.
I lost my wife. I lost my daughter.
Yeah, no more.
Like, you got any tricks up your sleeve?
Just tell me now.
Yeah, just let me know. I can change. We'll compromise now. You want to have a girlfriend? Go for it. You want to get married? You want to have... You don't need to work at a hospital. But Daniel, like, what the hell? So he didn't go kill off his own family, trying to suggest this girl.
I can sense you feel very strongly towards Daniel. You're just like...
I do. I feel
this guy ain't it.
I feel like, why is this girl doing everything just to be with you? And what have you done for her? You not only, like, forcing her to, like, do all this for you to prove her loyalty, is it?
And then if this plan went through, Jennifer would have got the money from the parents, and then he could have just lived off of that.
Yeah, easy. It was like an easy pass. It works
gains
out
for him.
Yeah, he didn't lose anything.
Right.
That's what upset me most. It was just so not fair. Like, he just got everything, and he had her all in control of. Just like,
Well, did you enjoy the story?
I did.
Yeah.
It was like a roller coaster ride of emotions, sadness, anger, and like wanting to like fight for the family, fight for Jennifer. I obviously her not having remorse for her parents, but I feel very sorry for her.
Yeah, I do have mixed feelings towards her. Like, I get the triggers that, you know, and her thought process, but obviously she shouldn't have gone through with it. There's so many other ways, like you said. She could have stopped. She could have backtracked. There's so many things she could have done to prevent this outcome.
Yeah, she could have made better choices, but on the contrary, I still think she was unlucky with like the timing of everything.
The people that she met.
And the people she met, that was just key to everything. And that she was just unlucky being in that circumstance, and someone like Daniel had to find her like that.
Yeah.
It was like a predator, you know, it was like somewhat, I'm gonna take over you. You're weak, so you're it's like he saw her and it's like, I'm gonna consume you. I'm gonna take over. You're gonna be my pet.
And you're gonna do what I say.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you fall for me.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in for that. I hope you guys like the story as well. And if you like more stories like these, please like and subscribe Unconventional Tea Time for more. And I think next week you're going to tell me another love story, right?
Yep, I'll be sharing another love story with you guys.
Can't wait.
I hope you're all looking forward to it, and we'll see you next time
On Unconventional Tea Time. Bye.
Bye.